All right, so 2002 R6 clutch, basket, whatever. So to replace this, it's a pain in the ass. That's the inner hub. So that's the old, this is the new. So I went ahead and put it in. The tricky part with this is the oil pump chain. So you can see this right there, that chain, and here. So it wraps up and around right in there. You can see on the old one here, there's this gear right here. So this is where the oil pump chain kind of connects. So as it goes into the bike, well, trying to do this with one hand is difficult. See if I can't set it up. Okay, so this chain down here, it routes up, goes around, and comes back down to the oil pump. So it routes and it sits on these gears. The pain in the ass is trying to fit this chain on this with zero clearance and getting it to latch onto these teeth. So what I found to be the easiest part, or an easy trick, is to obviously put the clutch in, but as you're putting it in, like right as you put it on this little spindle, whatever the hell that thing's called, I don't know, you're able to kind of set it like this in the bike. So you can see it now, it's flat, but in the bike it has a little bit of tilt to it, and you can get over it and see this. But with the slack that's on the cable, don't worry, this is not from the bike, this is old from when I was doing the plates. So what I found was, with it sitting like this, you can get a little bit of clearance to get like, what is it, where's the tool? So I have one of these little picks, and what I did was I went over the top and I grabbed the chain and I pulled it up as much as I could, but there's not enough slack to like do it nice and easy, because why would it be easy? So you take it up and you get as much as you can off to this side. You get your finger and you kind of hold it in place. Now the chain is going to be at an angle like this, and it doesn't have enough slack for you to pull it back this way. So what I found was holding my finger here and twisting and rotating the basket to allow the chain to properly seat. So I had my hand or my finger here holding this in place and then rotating it and allowing it to seat properly along the whole thing. And then it was pretty easy. But figuring that out was a pain in the ass, but actually doing it, once I had kind of a method, it was not that difficult. So having your finger here, holding it, and then guiding the chain on and rotating was the easiest way that I found to replace this whole thing. Now to actually get to this part, I already disassembled the whole thing. So if I end up making this like a full video, I'll just record me putting it back together, and then I'll reverse that video and put it at the start, so that way it looks like I'm disassembling it. But it's just me reassembling this. But essentially all you do is, there's this spacer here. So this is the old, this is the new. So this goes in this thing. So both of these fit in this space here. So the first one that goes in is this, and it goes in, well, I'll show you on this actually. So it goes in, this is the old one, I think. No, don't want to touch that one. This is the old one. So it goes in like this, boom, and then you take this one and then you slide it in like so. Right now, since this is a tight fit, and to get it out of there, what I found was taking, what is it, like one of these mini little flathead screwdriver things, it will focus, like one of these mini flatheads, putting it in. So obviously it would look like this in there. You put it in this spindle, and you kind of lodge it underneath that bearing that I just showed, and you pull the bike towards you and then push it back, and then that will keep the bearing kind of right where my screwdriver is now, but the basket will be back. So it gives you a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 millimeters worth of space. And then you can take one of these things, one of these pliers, and I kind of hooked it. It actually looked just like this. I hooked it in like this, and then I just pulled it right out, just like that. And you take it out, and then you can just get your finger and just pull this one out pretty easy. Of course it's not easy. There you go. And pull that out. And then it looks like this. And then to get it out, you have to take the chain off the back, obviously. That was a lot easier. I just took this pick, kind of scooped it on the back, and was just like, and pulled it out. But the hard part is putting it back on. But once you have those two bearings out, then you can start pulling it out, and then you can get the basket to sit at an angle like this in the bike, allowing you to see the chain. Take the chain off. Once the chain's off, then it's very easy to pull it out. And then you do all that shit again, put it back in. And then I might in this video do like show me putting everything back in the actual basket, but these are the Barnett clutch plates. So they're not OEM that I'm putting back in here. But I think other than that, that was the most complicated part of this process, is the oil pump chain. But I think with those little tips, you should be set.